Just before the Parliament breaks up for the summer holidays, guess who finally showed up for work?
The ban on LGBT people serving in our military until the year 2000 was an appalling failure of the British state. In that period, many endured the most horrific sexual abuse and violence, homophobic bullying and harassment. On behalf of the British state, I apologise.
I find it difficult to take your apology about LGBT bullying seriously when you let the deputy chair of your party say that you plan to use transphobia as a political football to win the next election. And on NHS waiting lists...
The reason that the NHS waiting lists are higher today than they were then, after actually being stable for the first few months as we put in place new initiatives, is very simple. And that's because the NHS has been disrupted by industrial action.
Yeah, what now? Look at that graph. NHS waiting lists have been going up consistently since you guys have been in power. And last year, before the strikes, the Royal College of Nurses reported that 8 out of 10 nursing shifts didn't have enough nurses to be safe, which is why nurses then went on strike in order to improve working conditions to attract more nurses to improve patient care. And let's not forget, your Brexit is officially damaging the NHS, and you want to blame the problems in the NHS on the people working to make it better? But it gets better.
Not only are we going to deliver on our manifesto commitment to build 40 new hospitals across the country by 2030, we're not just stopping there, Mr. Speaker, because we're also delivering 100 hospital upgrades.
You see, previously the Tories had already admitted that their 40 new hospitals include simply upgrading hospitals. But Rishi Sunak just said that those are two separate things, so they've got a test that they're already failing, and they're raising the pass mark. Not to mention, the National Audit Office came out this week and said that when the Tories promised to build 40 new hospitals, they had no idea how they were going to pay for it. Also, that it's just not going to happen. But then we get to bragging about Brexit Britain, starting with the new car battery factory that's being built here.
One of the largest ever investments in the UK auto industry in this country's history, and it is a massive vote of confidence in the UK economy.
They were going to go to Spain. You had to pay them £500 million to get them to build here. Paying people to hang out with you does not make you popular, especially when the body that represents the UK car industry says that Brexit is hurting them. And finally,
since we left the single market, this economy has grown faster than Germany, France and Italy.
We left the single market at the end of 2020 after you, as Chancellor, plunged the UK into the worst recession among the top G7 economies. So what you were bragging about there is how much we had to rebuild to fix what you broke. You guys really don't have to come back after the summer. Like, you can leave.